Hey, it's Big Game James McCarty, the sports director at Flag Family Media. We're here now with Dragon women's basketball head coach Karla Nelson. And Coach, your squad over the last about 10 quarters has really grown up. You've seen some development from this squad, but what is the best thing you can take away as a coach from those 2 victories last weekend?
Well, number one, we won. Number two, I thought that there was points in time where I thought we played really well, and then we didn't, but we came back and we were able to find some momentum again. So those are always good things to see, because in a 40-minute game, there's going to be those ebbs and flows, and you certainly want to stay out of the valleys or get out of those as quick as we can. And I thought, for the most part, we responded really well.
And against Bemidji, you guys had a big lead early on. You ended up giving it up in the second quarter. You came back and took control of that one. And then against St. Cloud, you had the lead for the majority of the game,
right.
Lost it early fourth quarter, and were able to persevere through. Does that just really show to, maturing is probably almost not the right word because it's only been for the last week or so, but they're figuring out ways to get scrappy, make shots, and your team looks like, and from my eyes, that they're starting to develop at a faster rate maybe than some people would have thought?
Well, I can only hope that the preseason schedule helped them with that in some ways, because the competition we played was at such a high level. And, maybe now, because we played those games, they actually are figuring things out a little bit more quickly once we get into conference play. But there's still so many challenges within the conference that they have no idea what is in store for them, that, we're just going to look at the good things that they did and then try to continue. Well, we will continue to work on the things that need to be improved on. But, I see young players making plays, and that's a lot of fun, and it's, gives us a lot of hope for the future.
Looking forward to this weekend now, of course, Minnesota Crookston on Thursday, at Minot State on Saturday. I know last week we had talked a little bit about getting that first victory on the road. Kind of from a coaching standpoint, development standpoint, where do you think your team is at with the possibility of being able to go out and get that first road victory?
Well, we've played some really, really great opponents on their court or at a neutral site. And, we've battled, and, we could have beat Central Missouri on a neutral floor. I thought we battled a top 10 team in Western at their place, especially in the first half. So there's no question we are road tested. Now it's just, can you take that next step and get that first win? And, I would expect us to come out with some energy and really play aggressive from the tip. But it's hard on the road. And then not only that, we're going through finals right now, some illness, and so we'll see how we respond to that adversity. But when you go on the road, it's a totally different animal, and we'll see how we respond.
Against Crookston and Minot this weekend, what is the biggest challenge that both of those opponents present to your squad?
Well, number one, they're at their place. Number two, for instance, Crookston has a really great guard in Emma Miller. And then they have some really nice young pieces there. And they have a new coach bringing in some new philosophies. But Emma Miller is a challenge for everybody in the league to try to slow that young gal down. And she's 5'1" dynamite. And, we'll have to do a really good job. But our post players will be challenged because their young post players do a nice job. And then you go to Minot, and the challenge there is, you go into the big dome, right? And it's not an easy place to shoot at. So you're going to have to basically get acclimated to the dome. And then they have a nice young group of players, and they have some good interior play, and then they have some great guards that can get to the rim and shoot the three, and they're going to do some funky things against us. And so, I'm really looking forward to that, as you can tell. But, I think that's the great thing about the NSIC. The coaches present a lot of challenges to each other, and hopefully their teams can either execute or execute.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thank you for coming to your time. We always appreciate it. Good luck this weekend. We're looking forward to traveling to Minot, and it'll be our first time broadcasting the Dome, so it'll be a different experience for us as well.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be different. You'll enjoy it. They've got a good crowd, and they'll be, it's just a completely different atmosphere than any place else in the league.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
And Big Game James McCarty, have a great rest of your day.